How we all doing? Chris here, hanging out with the birds. Just gave them a bunch of their morning egg food and minerals. It's cold today, guys. It's probably only 60 degrees here in the bird shed and well below 32 degrees outside. So the birds are feeling it. They're a little bit cold, but that's okay. They can tolerate these colder temperatures, believe it or not. So don't really want it to get below 50, but most of these birds, they can do all right. We do have a heat lamp down here, so if they get too cold, they can actually have a source of heat. So, but just bringing you phase 2, what we have wrapped up. My button quill just flew up. So we're gonna show you guys the finishing steps that we took on this phase 2 for the winter project. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully it gives you guys some good tips, some good DIY tips. And overall, I think it's just gonna be better for the birds and cleaner. Got my kiddos over here hanging out with pink lemonade. And so anyways, if you guys haven't already, go in, subscribe, Bird Nerd. Appreciate you guys' support and welcome to the family. Also, we've got several videos coming up. We've got several videos coming up from our sponsor to highlight some products that our sponsors New Zealand have on their website. Also, this week is the week of the Bird Brains Perch Box. So if you guys haven't already, go on newzealand.com, subscribe to the Bird Brains Perch Box. See what comes. They've got some pretty cool stuff on there. We've got ours coming hopefully this week. If not, it'll be next week that we'll be able to highlight and showcase the Bird Brains Perch Box and some of the items that can come in. They change it up every month of different items that you get. I think it'll be really fun. They've got toys, bird products, nests. They try and mix it up quite a bit, and they have different sizes. The Bird Brains Perch Box is more focused to finches, but they do have other sizes. They got mini, small, medium, large, to fit all ranges of birds. And so let us know. Go in there, support us, subscribe to that perch box or the Bird Brains Perch Box, and let's jump into it and show you guys the rest of our project. All right, bird nerds. You see that? It's cold. You can't quite see it, but it's lightly snowing. It's lighter outside. I tried to do some videos last night of some of the perch holders that I'm building, and then just the adjustments that I'm making to my wire and flipping them to the other side so my birds don't poop on the wood. I had to go get some more wood because I ran out, and then I've got several different types of dowels. We're currently building some perches for the birds to sit on. We're swapping out some of the other perches. I am keeping some natural perches in there so that I can continue to exercise the birds' feet and make sure that they are where they need to be. So that is something that will still be happening, but just wanted to change things up, add some different perches, and I want to move around some of the branches and to make room for this and to just kind of change up the bird aviary a little bit. So we're working in the cold today. I've got my heater, and hopefully we can kind of show you guys just a quick, simple DIY. You can drill holes through this and just slide the dowels through. I don't have the right size bits, and I'm trying to just use resources that I have. So what I've been doing is just cutting the dowels in half and then just screwing them into each side. So we'll kind of show you guys that process. Follow along with me. So if you guys want to make one, you can. So first, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna drill some holes so that I can put my eye hooks in so that we can screw this, or so that we can hang it onto the wall of the perch shed. So we're just taking these little hooks, we're screwing them in, and then I will clamp these hooks closed with my pliers so that this can't fall off of the hooks that I hang them on, which would be good. I'm just gonna screw that down in. And make sure I'm using some really thin wood, right? This is 1/2 inch by 1, and I drill some holes in there first, so as I screw this hook down in, I don't split my wood. Which many times if you don't, then you're splitting. We're going to try it with the glove side. I am left-handed, so it's easier to do with my left hand, but that's the hand I have my glove on. There we go. So we got that. I will clamp them closed eventually, just not at the moment. And we're gonna drill holes throughout so we can start putting perches on. I'm gonna do one on each side, right? So they're gonna kind of stagger like a ladder. We do have several different types of perches, or dowels. So just to show you guys, so we've got several different sizes here. So we've got our big size. These are two different medium sizes. This is a little bit bigger. We've got a smaller one here. So we're just going to kind of stagger the perches, give the birds different perching options. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to screw a hole into the dowel in hopes that we don't split it. Just have some 1 1/4 inch wood screws. Screw through. Set your dowel on, kind of screw it in a little bit. Nice and tight. And there you go. And then we'll put one on the other side. Just make sure we've got the right speed so we don't split this one. There we go. Crack. Looks like that one cracked as well, so we're going to have to replace that one too. Sometimes you gotta have patience. Be delicate with these. There you have it. Got my hooks on there. Hook on there, so it'll sit like this in the bird shed, and I'll have a hook right there back up to the wall. So then I can fold it down if I'm cleaning, lift it up for the birds to perch on. There you go. Simple DIY bird perch with varying sizes of dowels. Okay, so we've got our new perches here and got a little bit of a design flaw here. So we've got them on the eye hooks hooked up there, and then I at first only had just one stick going there, but you can see when the birds fly on it, it doesn't sit still, and I want it to sit still. So we're gonna fix this one, but I already have the other one to show you what I'm going to do on the other cage, and then we'll come back and do the same thing for this. Okay, so here's our other one. We're gonna put it in this aviary. So what I did, I went and got just a little hinge, one that's kind of triangle, because this is a thin piece of wood, so your other square or rectangle hinges don't work. So I got one that was long. So basically what we'll do is we're gonna flip it around. This will be close, and we're gonna hinge that to the wall like that. Then it can come out, and then when I need to put it down, it'll go down flush against the wall. And how I'm gonna hold it out, so instead of the two sticks, I've got me a block of wood here, and we're gonna hinge this to the wall too. So I've got hinges, it's got your rectangle hinges on. it'll go this way, so it'll sit on the flush on the ground, and then when I want my perches to fall down, I'll lift it up like this. So that'll go, and then it basically come behind like this, so the perches to sit on, and then it should be a lot more stable, shouldn't move as much, just to give the birds some stability. So we're gonna try that out real quick. All right, here is the finished product. So you can still move it up and down, right? But it's a lot more sturdy when the birds fly on it, which is what I want. And make it wobble a little bit, that's fine, but the other one's like a teeter-totter. So then when I want to lower the branch, we just lift that up like that, and it kind of goes down off the side like that. Bring it back up like so. And then what we're going to do, the reason why I put this in here with so many perches and branches on it, is we are going to take this down. So we're going to get rid of all this so that this can become more of the eating area without them pooping on it. So they won't have a place to land up above the food. They'll still be able to go here. They'll still be able to go in and out of the window. But this will keep this area a lot more clean for me, so that I can start putting the food up there and off of the ground. That is the goal. We'll have to still put a little bit of food over here for the button quail, but that's kind of where we're at. We did get our wire in. Look, guys, I painted it all white. Looks so nice all the way around. So now you can see it there. Ta-da! It's beautiful. That'll help keep it brighter. That's one of the reasons why I did white. I know white is terrible color for birds, but when you're in a shed and it's a little bit darker, especially in the wintertime, and they're gonna spend majority of their time in here, I do like the white because it reflects the light out a little bit better. So we're gonna keep this side double wired, right? Because I've got birds over here and I want them to not to be able to poop on it. And then here, we're gonna keep this double wired as well for the same reason, so that the birds don't poop on it. But all of this wire out here, we're gonna pull off. I had just used little knickknacks when I was building the shed and spare wire, and I didn't have enough, and it's zip tied, and I don't like the look of it, so we're gonna pull all that off so it will look like this when we're done. Now that we've got some of the projects done, it's off to my daily task and chores of cleaning everything else up. But we'll take it. It's a lot of fun. Now we are starting to tear off this outer layer so we can just have the inside. Just super ugly, to be honest with you. Really was a patch job. I only had a little bit of wire left, and when I was first building the shed. So now we can get all that off. It's gonna look really nice. The next projects that we've got, so still need to double layer that paint inside there. We're gonna repaint the walls inside. I did touch up all the paint inside here as well, which I think is nice. The birds, they're already loving it. Look at that. So it's beautiful. So stinking awesome. So we are gonna finish pulling this off. This will conclude our phase 2 of our wire paint and our perches. You can see I just put it in there. Birds are loving it, and it's nice and sturdy. That new method that I did keeps those perches from wobbling from side to side very good. And so got all my males. You can see they are molting. Some of them are about 70% done with the molts. Others are just starting. Pink lemonade just flew out. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully it gives you some good ideas of, you can see our perches over here. Some good ideas of maybe some DIY projects if you want to add your own perches and things like that. This really was not expensive. I mean, the wire, I did have some extra wire. The dowels and the wood that I went and bought at Home Depot, I think costed me a total of like $16 or $17, and just kind of drilled holes and screwed them in there. So really is a fairly cheap DIY project that you can do to give your birds multiple spaces and different heights to be able to perch, and hopefully provide more room instead of them just all crammed up onto one perch. So we still will add a few more items along this wall kind of throughout, but I'm trying to be strategic so that we're not just letting birds poop down the brand new wire and paint that I just did. So we'll see how it works out for us, see what we can do. But all right, guys, we are close, pretty much done. I mean, we're done with this phase. I still got so much more that I'm gonna do this winter, but just wanted to show you the final results. Finally got the birds cleaned. Man, it's been a busy day, busy last few days. This project took a little bit longer than planned with cutting all the wire to size, and then I wanted to paint it, make it look really nice, kind of give it that newer look. You know, this is our third winter here in this shed, and it's starting to show some of the wear and tear and the poop on the walls and things like that. So I just wanted to clean it, give it a nice fresh clean up with paint, and show you guys the final result. Look at my button claws like, yes, get me out of here. So got the perches, got those all on final. We got the wire on this side so the birds can now not poop on the wood, right? So we're looking at it all there. There's Lollipop. She just took a bath. I just gave them all fresh water. I just got done cleaning them and gave them fresh seed and fresh water, and they're all super excited about it. We did, I did kind of paint those. I painted the walls. I took out the branch up there. So this now is going to be more of my feeding platform of egg food, minerals, nutrients, etc. I still am going to put the seed down on the ground, water on the ground. Reason for that is I do have some older birds that have a harder time flying, and so they spend more time down in these lower levels, and I want to make sure they're able to access the food. So water sources down here, and I got food there, and I've got food up there, and then we'll do all the egg food and minerals all throughout this platform with the goal of trying to keep this as open as we can. I may put some nest boxes up there come breeding season next year, but I'm trying to keep this as clean and maintenance free as I can. I'm still gonna have to clean it every Saturday because the birds will poop on it, and it's a flat surface, right? But the amount that I'll be having to clean up should be cut in half, or should be limited quite a bit. So let me close this door. Let me get this is how he's stubborn. Come on, get in there, dude. There we go. I've got some extra baby males over here. So any chance he gets, he comes out and shows and struts his stuff. Okay, same thing over here. We've got our paint and our wire on this side. We double wired this, so now this wood will all be safe. I still need to double wire this one over here. Haven't had a chance to get to it. I opened up this, I zip tied the door closed there so that the birds hopefully don't sit on it and poop as much, but they're still gonna sit on that top part and poop, but something we'll make sure we address later on. But we've got our perches up here. Birds really seem to like it and enjoy it, doing really well. Same thing, we've got the water source, food. We're gonna put that food in there, and then this again will just be the minerals, the egg food. I took out the perch up there. They still will be able to sit up on the light, but just wanted to clear that up as much as I can to eliminate the amount of poop that I have to clean up every single Saturday. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Projects that I still have to come. I still got a lot of wiring to do. I still want to double side these cages so that they can't poop on the wood in there. Same in here, double side this whole panel so that when the birds are in there, they can't poop on the wood. That would be the exact same thing for these folks as well. More wire, finished painting. So still got a lot more work to do, but just kind of wanted to show you guys phase one. The main piece that I wanted to get was this front panel all along here. Get that wire set up appropriately, make sure we're good there. I was able to move all of my birds from here down into the big flights. Just got these guys that are finishing to wean their babies. We'll move them out. And then my Goulian finches are in the process of weaning their chicks right now. As soon as they're weaned, they will all go out. So I will have everyone out here for the winter time. And all of this, and I have these guys too. I'm gonna bring out Pink Lemonade, likes to fly out and give them fits. Everybody will be out here eventually, here in another few weeks, as soon as we just get babies weaned. Then that way I can focus on all of this area throughout the rest of the winter time. Paint it, work on it, update it. We're gonna clean these big time. And we've got all of our plants out here too, so it's kind of cluttered. So just trying to fix things up in a way that it's not a big, huge cluttered mess anymore. So hopefully that's the goal, get everything done. And then once we come into breeding season, all of this stuff out here will be ready to go. And then out here, all I have to do is start implementing and putting in nest boxes strategically and grabbing all the pairs that I want to put down in those breeding flights, etc. So good things. Birds seem to enjoy their new perch even after their baths. They're doing good, looking really nice. They're mad at me that I took their perches away from there, but we'll add a few other perches throughout to give them more opportunities. But this is more than enough, and actually more than what they had over here. So hopefully it'll work out good. Hopefully we've got them far enough away from the wall so they won't be pooping down the wall on the backside. I think that it is, so hopefully we'll be good there. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Big part of our project done. Still a lot more mini projects and things that I'd like to do throughout the winter time, and we'll try and capture that and get it on film for you guys so that we can show you what I do while the birds are resting. And unfortunately, it's not a resting period for me. It's a work to try and get everything cleaned and upgraded for the birds come next season, so we're ready to go. Anyways, hope you guys are doing good and your birds are doing good. We'll see you next time.